to say?
Not really.
Warning, shots will be fired during this presentation.
After the games, you know what it is. The boys on the net just talking that biz. MFFL's got the ball in the chat. Across the globe, we talking the Mavs. You know they can't play with the kid. Come to Texas, come and see how they live. Watch the replay, come and see what they did. It's tough when y'all come and see what it is. You got King, he's the poppin' prophet. Or he like Neo in the Matrix. You got Rail, the tech god. Or Mass Mind, Ali X is greatest. Baltimore to Dallas. You know that the flights are not stopping. Triple double madness. That loot, get out, hit dropping. The way stats, trades, deficit, and profit. They're gonna take our picks and they're gonna keep it honest. Numbers, development, that player, progress. Down to the team, up to the front office. So get your seats, gather your comments. Keep it clean and stay on topic. WTM, please speak your part. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a glow yard.
King, you got the right outfit on today, and that's all black, man. The person did the same thing. YouTube, Go Yard Gang, MFFLs, podcast listeners all over the globe, guys. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of We Talk Mavs here on the Glow Mavs YouTube channel, man. Listen, man, it's the guy that really ain't got too much to talk about tonight, man. This is your boy Real, and joining me is the man that got a lot to talk about tonight, and that's my boy King.
Don't put that stuff on first already. Don't put that stuff on me.
Oh, man.
I know we got to talk about something, so I guess it's officially done. So let's talk about it.
Yep. How do I say goodbye? Shout out to Boys and Men. Listen, guys, if you guys are still in the Mad content, no matter the losses or any other thing, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, y'all. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and come join this conversation that we having here, guys, on this channel, talking about the Dallas Mavericks. Also, man, hit that like button, guys. We definitely going to need that like button hit tonight, man, because this was a tough one to watch. A lot of things that led to that. We're going to get into that tonight. But go ahead and hit that like button, man, to help us build that algorithm up to find more Mad fans like yourselves to join the Glow Yard gang. Well, King, you ready to get into it?
No, but I always say that. So let's do it.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get into the takeaways of the game. King, what? Take it away, man. Let's keep
it real. Let's keep it real, bro. It's not a takeaway of the game show. It's the end of the year. Let's just call it what it is. I don't understand. I don't think anybody understood, even watching the watch party before the watch party. We played against the Sacramento Kings. They played all their guys. They were playing for a number 2 seed. They were willing to beat us. Like, it was done. We went and played all our guys, played a hard-fought game, and won the game. Just to turn around and not play anybody for this game. As you always say, Ralph, it makes sense. It won't make sense here. But the Mavs, it just don't make sense, man. Like, who cares about this game? I know you guys. Shout out to Euro. I know he came on and said, I know the past couple shows have been down. Euro, I don't want to be down. Trust me. I wanted this to be a better season. You go back to the round table, the shows before the season. I was up on this team. I was high. I was riding, I guess, the wave.
I think everybody was on that show.
I think everybody thought we could win at least 50 games, and then to turn around and see that you can't even win 40 is like a big disappointment. I talked about this team being the most disappointing Mav team I've ever experienced, and that's because of expectation. I feel like I talked to you guys on the watch party about Luka and his rookie year, and even though like before then we didn't have a winning record, that you could see a process. You could see, like a schedule, an outline. What we were trying to do and what we could do. And after this season, bro, I had no idea. We're about to lose some guys that we thought were valuable pieces to the team. that are free agents that can possibly just leave for nothing. We have guys here that we don't know why they've been here that long that are free agents and may get signed again. Jason Kidd, I know, said after the game that a lot of guys won't be here. But I don't know what to believe the Mavericks say. Who knows? I have no clue. Right now, I'm just very disappointed. I really wouldn't have been wanting to do this show or talk to anyone if we didn't have to do this at this point. I talked to you guys in the watch party about the Mavs now being a laughingstock of the NBA. We wanted to be on everything, and now we're on everything every day. Skip, Shannon, First Take, dudes talking to Tim Hardaway Senior, all type of stuff. We're on everything now, and I just want to answer some Mark Cuban. I want Sunday's game to end, be over with. I want to see guys pick up the trash bags, go to the locker rooms, and I want that conversation with all the guys. Hopefully, Grant can get some good questions in there. I know he didn't get a chance to cover his first playoffs. That sucks. But, yeah, man, this is an awful year. And I want to know, I think we as fans deserve to know some type of direction that our team is going, especially if we're going to support them, spend our hard money and our time, just paying attention to them. So, I don't want to be that evil fan. I know I'm not a Dallas native, a Dallas representative. I leave that to you. But man, this is really trash. Like I don't feel good being a Maverick fan right now, bro. I really don't. I don't. Like I said, I know I'm not from there and all. I'm not jumping off the ship. But bro, the way that I feel about the Cowboys when I did watch football, as far as looking at y'all, the Cowboys. Kind of feel that way about the Mavs right now, and that's not a good feeling. So I'm gonna let you have it. I know you've been basically saving your tongue to go off, and I know the Mavs. This is what you kind of expected from even a year ago, Ralph. So I mean, you have it right now. This is your time. Last year I felt like it was more of mine as far as the guys being good, but so the floor is yours, bro. Go off. Let them know they deserve it.
Nah, I'm tired of going off. I know you surprised, but I'm tired of going off, man. We talk about the same stuff all the time. We already know this team trash. We know this front office is trash. We know the coaching staff is trash. You asked what we want to know a direction that we're going in. Do they even know a direction? I mean, like you said, what does not make sense to me is you go hard in the Sacramento game just to sit them out tonight. Now, what I asked y'all this during the watch party. What happens if if Oklahoma City lose that last game of the season? Well, it's too late now because we got eliminated, so it don't even matter now. But yeah, like they sabotaged themselves. You still had a chance to go to the play-in, bro, if you had just played this game out. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I told y'all in the watch party too. I said if you were going to have this mind frame, you should have did it a week ago. Why do you wait till the last game of the season to do this? Like, I don't understand this franchise, man. I don't understand Mark Cuban. I don't understand Jason Kidd. It's just it's a lot of brain dead people, man. In this, I'm just gonna call it like it is. It's a lot of brain dead people, man. In this organization, man. There's no definitive leadership. There's no one that you can kind of just lean on when things are falling apart. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know who to trust. Because the main person who you're supposed to trust, the owner, is a habitual liar. He don't know what he doing. Nobody takes accountability on this team. The coach don't take accountability. There's no leadership. We look like a dysfunctional organization, man. And when, like you said, when you see the ESPNs and the Foxes and the SIs and the whoever else you want to name, bro, going in on the Mavericks, they deserve it, King. They deserve it. I just want him to pour it on. I remember Freezy, he called me. He was like, "Man, I'm about to, talk about the whole Cuban thing, man. Don't kill me. Why would I kill you? Have fun. Be as harsh as you can. Just have at it, bro. Like I don't even care anymore, King. Like I told y'all during the watch party, I'm not going to invest any more money into this team until it's to the point that I feel comfortable in investing the money in them. I'm not gonna buy any clothes. I'm not gonna buy any tickets. None of that. Like, I'm not doing it, bro. You're not getting another dime from me, man. Like, this is embarrassing, man. This is like, you go on Twitter. That's why I haven't been on Twitter as much, because like I already know people gonna say and stuff. Like, but then at the same time, it's like, are they wrong? I mean, I'm not saying they all right about what they say. Like, some people stupid for some of the stuff they say, but you know what I'm saying. Like, when they're killing the organization and stuff like that and killing Mark Cuban. Like, the part that gets me about Mark Cuban, man, is the fact that he's trying to go on this, like, this sympathy press tour or something, man. Like, people gonna feel sorry for him. Like, oh, man, you know what? Man, we hate to hear that about your team, Mark. No, this is your fault. This is 100,000,000% Mark Cuban's fault. You heard me say this before. We've had these same issues with Donnie and Rick, and we're having the same issues again with Jason Kidd and Nico. What is the common denominator? Thank you. Now, you hear Mark Cuban saying all this stuff, and like you said, Jason Kidd makes a comment. Now, the part that, shout out to, because Kevin Gray said this a minute ago, like I said, when I listened to the radio there for a little bit, and he was saying what does not, this also, like, it's a lot of things that this organization does that make you scratch your head. It's like, why would you make these comments about people not going to be there second to the last game of the season? You know you got another game, right?
Oh, this team, bro.
Like, I don't understand, King. And y'all always hear me say this. If it does not make sense, they're going to do it. If it makes absolute sense, they're not going to do it. I've been saying it all year. Y'all been hearing me say that. And it's like they just continue to keep putting their foot in their mouth and continue to keep doing some of the stupidest stuff I've ever seen in my life. But then when people call them out on it, we're toxic. So, King, how did this season turn out?
Toxic.
Oh, it's toxic. Okay. Because everything that happened this year, didn't we say this is happening, we're looking at it?
Yep. Everything.
And you're not going to the playoffs, right?
Nope.
You're not even going to the play-in.
Not the play-in, bro.
Gotcha, but we toxic. Okay, I got you. I understand. We shouldn't have been calling out this team. It's our fault as fans for calling out this nonsense. It's our fault. We're the reasons why this team did not make it to at least the play-in. Why you calling out Jason Kidd, King? I don't know why you doing that for, man. If you keep calling them out, they're not gonna make it to the play-in.
Hey, you know what Mark Cuban's new phrase is? It's shut up and pay. Shut up and pay.
It should be shut up and sell. It's what his phrase should be. Sell the damn team, bro. You should not be an owner anymore. Shout out to Rossborough Jr. Listen. I'm more relieved than anything, man. I'm just ready to get the season over with, bro. I need a break. I get sick and tired of looking at this mediocrity, bro. Just get tired of it, man. We talked about this too during the watch party too, talking about just flipping this whole entire roster, man, getting rid of a lot of these players, don't bring nobody back, all that type of stuff, man. And I'm dead serious, man. King, if we come back, listen. I'm hearing I heard what Jason Kidd said in that press conference, like you said, talking about everybody a lot of these people ain't coming back and all that. I'm gonna tell you right now, King, if we come back next year and this roster is like 95% still the same, you might have just added 1 or 2 mid-level players or whatever, bro. It's gonna be another long season.
Yep.
Like, cause this organization always says one thing and it does something different. We've heard Mark Cuban say that their main priority is to re-sign Kyrie Irving. Now, what we heard that before?
Every year.
Oh, okay. I got you. Okay. I knew I went tripping. I knew I heard that. No, I heard that before from somewhere. So it's happening every year. Gotcha. Okay.
How many players are free agents this year, bro?
Oh, we got the list right here, King. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players as free agents.
So you think he's just talking about that as far as the free agents? Or are they actually going to try to trade the other guys?
From what he just said, a lot of these people are not going to be back next year. So, listen, man, I can only go by what you say, right or wrong. I can only go by what you said, right? So him saying that is telling me that, okay, y'all understand that this roster needs to be flipped. You understand that? Because the only person I heard them say that they want to sign back is Kyrie. That's it. Now, that's also telling me between your owner and your coach that if you going to re-sign Kyrie, that you are planning to build a proper team around these two, around Luka and Kyrie. This is what you're telling me.
That's my part. That part right there.
Okay. I'm King, listen. What's today? On April 7th, you heard before, actually today, and you heard, what was it, 2 days ago, whenever Mark Cuban had his little go around. You heard what they said. We holding you to that. Now, on the other hand, King, you heard me say this to you recently. I'm hearing kids saying some things, and I'm hearing Mark Cuban saying some things. I haven't heard Nico say nothing. This right here concerns me, King. Now, I had this same concern. I remember I brought this up. I can't remember if it was a round table or no, I said this when we had Bibbs and Reese on one of the members only shows. And I was like, man, look, this shows me there's a lot of disconnect between the front office and the coaching staff. Right? Like I always said that, listen, we talked about the fact that when we lost in the Western Conference Finals, the way we lost, you're not there yet. That means you need some work done, right? We heard Nico say that. We heard him talking about the kind of players they need, the kind of players they want to go after, right? But then you just pick up just Christian Wood and JaVale McGee, and that's it, right? Yep. And so that's why I was saying, like, man, I just feel like that maybe there's a disconnect between the front office and the coaching staff. Because like you said, the JaVale McGee thing, that was Jason Kidd. The Christian Wood thing, that was Nico. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So, I just look, man. I didn't mention this during the watch party, but I was kind of thinking this when y'all were talking about it. I would not be surprised, bro, if Nico would just like say next year things don't go well. I would not be surprised he just stepped down on his own. I wouldn't be surprised.
Something gonna happen next year. If it doesn't work out well,
listen,
he get fired. It's not that I want to get fired. I just think he's gonna get fired.
Like I really feel like. Because, man, matter of fact, Bills had brought up an interesting example, man, and I forgot about this. I don't know if you remember. I can't remember how long ago. It wasn't that long ago, probably like 5, maybe 6 years ago. Do you remember when we had got that new GM that came in? Mm-hmm. That's supposed to be under Donnie. He's only here for like a week or something, and then he ended up quitting. Yep. And then Bills was talking about how, like, he heard some stories that, like, once he got here and found out how things were running, that he was like, nah, I'm not doing this. I'm telling you, King, I would not be surprised, bro, seeing how things are running right now. If you feel like, remember I asked you this, I said, man, do you think that Nico got full power? I asked you this because there's a lot of things that's being done, a lot of things that's being said that I'm not hearing Nico's name stamped to that. And they try to make it seem like, oh, you the boss, you the boss, you the boss. I remember this kid kept iterating that, bro, like, you the boss, reiterating it, you the boss, or whatever, right? But yet I don't see the type. I'm not getting the confidence that this guy is the guy who's putting his stamp on everything. You know what I'm saying? So if something don't go well, guess who that falls on? Nico. You know what I'm saying? But from what I'm hearing, it sounds like Mark Cuban's still making the decisions on this team, bro. Yep. That's what it sounds like. And then on top of that, you said this before too. What it feels like, they gave Jason Kidd that kind of power he wanted when he was over there in Milwaukee. How'd that go in Milwaukee when they gave him power, King? Oh, okay. I'm just, like I said, if it don't make sense, they're gonna do it.
Jason Kidd and Nico on equal playing fields. Instead of being in the hierarchy, they're on the same level.
We should have known that when, like I said, the whole JaVale McGee thing. Yep. You went over there and got that man and promised him a starting position. You went over there and got that man and started, not Nico, you. Jason Kidd, you went over there and got that man and promised him a starting position. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I'm not even mad at Jason Kidd about that, though, bro. That's not Jason Kidd's fault. Jason Kidd wanted that power since we already knew. He wanted that power since he was a coach before, right? Right. Mark Cuban wasn't supposed to give it to him. No.
Listen, this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that, hey, if I was in Kidd's shoe, yeah, give me the power, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. But this is all part of when I said that you didn't do your due diligence. You just automatically hired that guy just like that. And I'm like, bro, did you do your homework? Nope. Like, you didn't do your homework on this. Like, they got books on this guy, memoirs and all kind of crazy stuff on this dude, talking about the stuff that he did over in Brooklyn and Milwaukee, and you still sign this guy.
Yeah.
Then you shocked by this year, like, I don't know what happened this year. Really? You don't know what happened? I want to ask Mark Cuban some questions. Like, have you heard one time Mark Cuban, your coach, being accountable, held himself accountable for anything this year? And if he says yes, he's a damn liar, which is what he is anyway. But I wouldn't be surprised. It just go right along with how he is anyway. You know what I'm saying? And of course, he's not gonna notice if he's not holding himself accountable, because Mark Cuban doesn't hold himself accountable.
Nope.
This is the same guy who points fingers at everybody else. It's their fault. Remember, the reason why we lost this year is because of us. It's the fans. Twitter. It's our fault.
And because of certain people's fathers.
Right. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always everybody else's fault but yours. Like I said, King, this has happened now on 2 different regimes for this team. 2 different regimes. Now, you had 2 generational superstars that you didn't put the right proper team around them. That's 2 now. 2, like I said, 2 front offices and all that, 2 coaches, all that, and the same things are still happening. That is on you. That's on you. And like I said, it's Twitter's fault. Last time I checked, King, you're part of Twitter, right?
Yeah.
How many? Do you have a GM title next to your name?
Not at all. I don't even have a check. I think Mark Cuban does that.
Oh, okay. Did you hire anybody? Did you sign somebody that I didn't know about? Should I be coming to you since you part of Twitter and it's your fault because we lost?
Allegedly.
Oh, okay. I'm just asking, bro, because I'm just trying to get some answers, bro. That's all. I'm just trying to get some answers because what I was told is our fault. The reason why we had a bad season was the fans' fault.
Yeah.
Like, we the ones that make the decisions. We the ones who said, yeah, go ahead and start Maxi Kleber. Or go ahead and start Dwight Powell. When everybody and their mama know this dude is trash. But I was listening to Kevin Gray, and he was saying the same thing. He said, no, it's time to go. It's time for that whole Dwight. He said, man, look, I was cool with the whole community services and all that stuff, but it's time for that man to go. And I said, I was sitting there clapping while I'm driving, bro. Knees on the wheel, driving, clapping, bro. Because I'm just like somebody preaching today, bro. Like, we've been saying this for the longest. It's like, bro, this dude been here 9 years, King. I'm sorry, 8 years. It'll be 9 years next year when they re-sign him. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you've been there 8 years and can't nobody tell me what this man added to his game. Nobody can tell me. I mean, I've been asking politely, can somebody please tell me what has this man added to his game in 8 years, King? Now, I've never seen a man that plays the exact same way, the exact same skill set as his rookie year 8 years later, and nobody kills him.
Nope.
But guess what?
Anthony Bennett.
But guess what, King? You killed Josh Green. You killed Jaden Hardy when he messed up.
You killed J.
You even killed Luka. But I've never heard nobody go in on Dwight Powell, bro. Never heard it. Never heard nobody demand that he had a jump shot, nothing. King, I've never seen a man that can't do anything on the court. You can't rebound. You can't shoot. You can't dribble. You can't pass. You can't defend. All you can do is, according to what people are telling us, why he was so valuable, is set screens. Oh, and he's an elite rim runner, but he only gets you like 2 or 3 points. Like, this is getting ridiculous, man. Like I said, this man would not be on anybody else's team right now. We just had somebody come in here and talk about how he looked in international games. International games, King.
Right.
You know, even then, he looked like Larry Bird during the international games. Bojan looked like Larry Bird during the international games. You can't do that, Dwight Powell. Who playing over you in Canada?
Clint Capella was an elite rim runner. Amari Stoudemire, like Wade, was an elite rim runner. Dwight Powell is not.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I'm just going by what people were telling us. Why he was just so valuable. Why you just had to keep extending this guy. You know what I'm saying? But then, community service worker, he set those picks, man. He set them picks, King. You can't knock that, bro.
Even the Clint Capella game though got exposed when that's the only thing you can do in the playoffs, right?
Yeah, but guess what? You know what else? You know what Clint Capella can fall back on?
Play defense and rebound.
Oh, sorry. Say that one more time. Can you adjust my headset? You said what now?
That play defense and rebound.
Wait, your center can do that? Your starting center can do that?
Allegedly.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. My bad. I just wow. It's like looking at it's like finding a Loch Ness monster or a Bigfoot or something, man. I just never seen it here.
I go back to that comment you were saying though, the comment about Jason Kidd. I'm like, if you got 8 guys that's free agents, I'm like, do you think that's all the moves they're gonna make? It's letting guys walk away and still being stuck in hell. Like, I mean, it's more than just walking away. We got to deal with. Okay, those guys, like a lot of the guys that are walking are the guys that don't play. You feel me?
Right.
That don't play a bunch of minutes. Like, there are guys on this team that have contracts we need to trade. Are we going to get rid of those guys? Is what I want to know.
Now, all that sounds good, King.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't trust you in making the right, smart, intelligent moves, bro. I don't trust you. Right? Like you. What happened to Jalen Brunson?
It's dead.
Oh, right. Sorry, my bad. Just blame the dad. I'm sorry. So his dad's the one who put the contracts on the table and took them away. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. My bad. Okay, I'm sorry.
But Mark Cuban said he couldn't negotiate. He said he never got a chance to negotiate. Allegedly, that ain't what we heard.
Yeah, I heard about that. Heard that was a lie. Like I said, I listen. I don't care. Mark Cuban can say his name is Mark Cuban, and I still think he's a liar.
Dang.
That's how bad it is right now with Mark Cuban, bro. That dude is a flat out habitual liar, bro. Shout out, like I said, shout out to Dallas fans, man, when she was posting all those receipts of times that Mark Cuban was straight lying. Like, bro, you can't listen, man. I don't know about I can't answer for all the other Mad fans, but you're not fooling me no more. Like you are who you are, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you're trash, man. Like, I never seen nobody who cry as much and don't take any responsibility at all, bro, out of him and Jason Kidd. Well, Jason Kidd don't cry. He just don't take responsibility. Mark Cuban cries and don't take responsibility for anything that he does wrong. It's always somebody else's fault. Now, remember, King, that's the head of your snake of your organization. What does that say about your organization? And you always wonder why we can never get free agents. Think about that. Why would I want to come here? When you throwing cats under the bus, if they ain't gonna go your way.
I mean, Mark Cuban stay doing snake stuff though, man. We got Tyson Chandler.
He's gonna sign him back too. Remember?
Yeah, twice.
Twice.
Had that man move here twice.
I mean, I don't know what to say, bro. This year is one of the like you said, one of the worst seasons in a while.
You give me a year worse than this. I'll wait.
I got to go back a ways, man.
You can tell me since. I mean, I'll sit here at least since Dirk been here. Like I said, you give me a year worse than this.
And I'm not even counting those years where like we were just bad when Dirk was like towards the end of his career. We already expected that. Right? Yeah, we knew that was coming. Exactly.
We were trying to find the next guy for Dirk. Like,
yeah.
We knew it was coming. That's fine. This year, I didn't expect this year at all like this. This was a complete 180, and like this is horrible. We not in the playoffs. Ain't no that Suns and full whole talk. We can't even play the Suns this year. We can't play the Clippers. None of those guys. We home.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, the King. I'm not gonna be watching any basketball.
No, I'm done. I'm off basketball for a second until we gotta come back and start discussing this team to get back into the run of things. Like, I'm off.
Like I'm not watching the playoffs. I'm not watching none of that.
I'm disgusted.
But
I'm a casual for the playoffs.
I'm a Ray Charles to the playoffs, bro, because I'm not watching nothing.
I'll see the highlights and the numbers pop up on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. People gonna start talking about it on Twitter or something.
Yeah.
I'm not watching it, bro. I'm sick of basketball right now. This team just sucks the joy out of it, bro. Hope
Lucas still the top? Is Lucas still the top under 25?
I don't know, man.
First team All NBA?
I don't even know he's gonna be first team. I would not be surprised if he is not first team. I'm not gonna argue with anybody over it either.
I mean, would you argue if he didn't make a team at all?
I can see him making a team.
Okay,
just
so
not
you would argue if he didn't make a team at all. Would you argue if he made the third team?
Nah.
No.
No.
If you mean third team, I wouldn't even be like, well, okay. I'd be like, well, Luka, man.
It
It's
is
what
what
it
it
is.
is. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, what are we arguing here? Where were you at to play in the standings? Where were you at? So
It may not be all your fault. I'm not saying it's all your fault, but you're part of the team. That's how a team works.
yeah.
The head of the snake.
At least you got your 13 points in 13 minutes.
Bro, what was that all about? And what was that all about either, bro? Like even that, what was that all about with the whole?
I don't know, man.
Of Luka playing the first quarter, then not play, then saying he wants to play and fight to play, but then not play. Is that like all this show? Is everything Shark Tank for this team? Like is this like reality TV where we got to do little ridiculous stuff to just be the talking point? Is that what Mark Cuban thinks?
And the dude did a press tour or whatever, man, trying to defend this. Man, it's trash, bro. Mark
Foolishness,
trash.
man. I'm glad though. I'm glad they finally getting to him though, bro. Like he been dodging them bullets for long enough. Off that like one championship, like you said, just keep dodging them.
Yep.
Nah, they call everybody.
Hey man, you ain't doing your job. Championship. Oh, okay. Yep. Yeah, he did win that championship. Hold on, man. This and that ain't happening. Championship. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, you got a point. But hold on, man. You said you're gonna do that. Championship. That's nice, but let's stick to this. You said you're gonna do this and that. You know what I mean? Like folks finally start that little whole championship thing starting to wear off. You know, and I'm glad, bro, because I've been saying, I'm like, bro, why are we still talking about a championship that happened over a decade ago? That none of these players on this team right now were even part of. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm tired of talking about that, bro. We want another championship. Let's work on getting one now.
Most of our players were babies. When we won
Yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, man. Like, come on, bro. You can't keep holding on to that forever, man. It's a whole nother squad, bro. But, yeah. You got anything else, man, you want to add? Because I know we didn't talk about the actual game because there ain't nothing to talk about. But
bro, talk about. Shout out to AJ getting a couple points. You feel me? The young guy. I mean, they had to get buckets. Somebody had to score. You feel me?
So why hasn't AJ Lawson been playing this year?
Who knows, bro? I don't. There's no answers. Like you said, who's gonna answer those questions? Though? That's what I'm saying. Somebody got to be held to the fire. Somebody has to answer these questions, bro. I know Twitter's been toxic. Probably Mark Cuban been setting himself up to get out the questions by saying we toxic all year, so we don't got to answer anybody's questions. But he got to be held to the fire. Him, J Kid, and Nico. I need answers from them. Like I don't feel right, like you said, supporting again unless I get answers. Like, this isn't fair. It isn't fair. It isn't right for me to give my time and my money to this team for that, man. It's just stupid.
Like he balls today. Marquise Morris, we've been talking about that. All like, bro, why he not getting no minutes, man? He balls.
But they get Jason Kidd the excuse, bro. He ain't had no team all year.
Yeah, you said it.
I told you they were going to give him the same. They were going to give him that excuse to say he had a squad. Look at him playing on it right now. That's why you just said. Why did you say that today? He just played on it today before the season even over. Oh, you know schemes and all different. Well, let me ask you this, bro. What do we talk about that A word we say coaches use when stuff not working right?
I'm trying to think, bro. Let me see if another coach I can think of right now uses it. Like Eric Spoelstra uses accountability. Nick Nurse uses accountability. Popovich uses accountability. So I'm guessing accountability is the word you're looking for, right?
Accountability is one, but there's another A word though. A word that you do when one team doing something, and then you look at it and you're like, I need
that's
to
not working and change it up.
Yeah. What's that A word?
What's that word called? Adjust. So if your offensive scheme, you feel like your defensive scheme isn't working with the players that you've had all year round. Right.
A lot of the players, like the center and all the centers that you picked, so you wanted to play that way. You wanted Dwight Powell and all be starting. So why wouldn't you adjust and change your scheme up to help your team before it's too late? Where you lose in the game 81 and you sitting there saying, well, because of the personnel and all that shit. I've never in my life, bro, I've seen something. Like I said, we talk about Sacramento and them all the time. We say Sacramento not the greatest defensive team, right? Mm-hmm. Mike Brown has them playing the best schemes they can possibly play with the team they have to play the best basketball they can play. Jason Kidd has basically told us now that he basically just said screw the whole year. Like, I know what we had, screw the year. It is what it is. And again, I go back to those games we yelled about, bro, when we were sitting here like, well, why are you guys sitting guys like you guys are this great team and all that? You can't even win 3 games in a row. Oh, because, you know, we got to sit this guy down this game and play this game because it's going to be the – well, we at the end of the year again, bro. All those games are over with now. Those games we could have won. We sat there and said, oh, this game, that game, this game
Those
again.
games you sat too, King, were the games that you end up losing series against.
And we only have to play about what? What we missed the play in about 1 game? Maybe
Yeah.
2 games at the end of the year, whatever like that. Wow.
Now, when you were sitting there talking about, I remember I said this. I said this about 2 or 3 months ago. I said this is why I said Kidd is a bad coach. But you heard me bring up the example, and y'all said, "Oh, that's a little too much." When I said the Greg Popovich thing, but I wasn't talking about Popovich just him in general. But I'm talking about I was highlighting the fact that he adjusts depending on who he had on his roster, and that's why I said I didn't want it when y'all were talking about the blame pile, or whatever. I was like, man, I don't want Kidd to be that far down the blame pile. I want him to be one of the top ones in the blame pile because y'all heard me talk about this so many times on this show. It's like, bro, you're not trying to win. Now, you talk about, like I said, we saw this game 1 of the season. You yank out Christian Wood, but then you continue to keep giving Maxey and Dwight Powell extra minutes. And all we heard folks sit there and say, oh, Maxey locked down and he can do this and change the dynamic of the defense and this and that and this. But can I read something for the people real quick, King?
Please.
Yeah, let me read this to the people real quick, bro. Because supposedly, like I said, when he was in the lineup, we was gonna lock everybody up. It was over. Don't even think about it. Defense, you know, Jaren Jackson Jr. and all them. Nah, it's gonna be Max. He's gonna be winning Defensive Player of the Year. This is what the people are telling me. Check this out. So shout out to analysts for this too. I appreciate this. He says, well, last in rebounds, King. Last in offensive rebounds, last in second chance points, last in points in the paint, last in steals, last in fast break points, and 28th in blocks, and bottom 5 team defensively.
Yeah.
But no. Take Christian Wood out and put this lockdown defender in. That's going to jack your defense up. You're going to go from 28th in the league, King, to but you're going to be so good, they're going to step you up to number 1 again next year. While also give this man a contract extension. But those guys are the ones that you can continue to keep. I see folks giving him excuses. I see folks pumping him up as if like we haven't seen these dudes for the last 4, 5, 6 years or whatever on the team doing the exact same thing. Or in Max's case, getting worse. You know what I'm saying? They eat the last 4 years. But like I said, we get these type of excuses for these guys. Nobody bats an eye. You know what I'm saying? But, and I guess they get that a lot from their coach because the coach do the exact same thing. Like I said, when your boy Reggie and your boy Tim was out here going 0-4 on multiple games, you know what? Instead of yanking you guys out, we're going to give you an additional 10 minutes and an additional 10 attempts. Work it out, guys. You be fine. Just keep shooting. You're going to be fine. You know what I'm saying? But hey, what's the boy name? Green, you had one bad game. We yanking you out the rotation. Hardy, you had one bad game being a rookie. You're not playing for another 2 weeks. Oh, Christian Wood, you missed a shot. Oh, you missed one defensive assignment. We're taking you out. But it is what it is, King.
I'll stand behind it. If Josh Green and Christian Wood started the whole year, I think our defense would have been better. It ain't just because the situation is that the way you play defense as well is by putting pressure on teams offensively as well. Your offense can be some of your defense as far as putting pressure on guys and tiring guys out by defending you. Nobody's defending Maxey Kleber and Dwight Powell at all. So
shout out to Chuck Cooperstein for mentioning that too.
Yep. So why are you even playing this man? Like, it makes no sense to even start him, and then you play him in the starting line and play him 10 minutes. It don't make sense, bro. Why am I trying to make it make sense? It don't make sense. It don't make sense.
That's what I said. I'm afraid Kid gonna get another pass again next year. They're gonna find some kind of way to give him another pass.
What'd you tell McGee? Did he play 7 minutes?
Yep.
What did he get you in 7 minutes?
9 minutes. 9 points.
9 points in 7 minutes. Wow, he got more than like the white guy in the last probably 3 games in one game.
Well,
in 7 minutes.
I don't want to see Theo back here again.
Nope, ever.
I don't care about he's a great locker room guy. He's friends with everybody. I don't care about that. Cause he took him in the actual roster spot just to be on the team because he's cool with everybody.
Hey, bro, you know who's a great locker room guy? Jalen Brunson.
Wait, hold on. You telling me the same guy we didn't need?
No, we didn't need him. He was a great locker room guy, though. Hold
on. Think about this though. I want you to think about this. Who would you rather have, Jalen Brunson or Theo?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. No, hey, Theo got. Look, the Jalen Brunson got a podcast.
I'm gonna start talking like that for real. Like if that's how my team think, I'm gonna start just talking like we gonna call ourselves really. We talk, man. We're gonna talk like the team would talk. So yeah, Theo Pinson, he's more important to this team. Absolutely, the guy on the bench getting technical fouls for you on the bench and stuff like that. That's the better guy for your team.
Yeah,
the podcast numbers are amazing, man.
Yeah, bro. I'm trying to tell you, Jalen Brunson don't have a podcast, bro.
No.
Okay then, like I want a guy who got a podcast and who don't play no games. That's what I want. But yeah. That's all I got, King.
Yeah.
We can get to the people, man. Oh, should I say?
We're going to give a game ball?
I'm already looking at the roster trying to figure out who I would give it to. Oh, I know I'm going to give it to. Yeah, we can do the game ball, man. We can do the game ball. Who you giving it to?
I'm going to give it to JaVale McGee.
Okay.
I'm going to give it to him because he had 9, and I think the leading score would have they only had, 13? 15?
Yep, 13. 2.
So if he had 9 in 7 minutes, I'm going to give it to JaVale McGee.
Dang, kind of hard now. Mine was between 2 people. It was either going to be Markieff Morris or A.J. Lawson.
Markieff Morris, and I mean, it's too good. It don't hurt. I mean, this will be the last time you probably can select any of them, right? Well, maybe next game. Next game, you get one more chance. And then that's probably the last time you may see any of those guys ever again, right? So JaVale McGee.
Dang. Sorry, AJ. He played 23 minutes. This is horrible.
You think Markieff plays Sunday?
Yep. He playing.
If I was him, I wouldn't play.
Wow. I don't think Markieff will care no more. I think he's ready to leave.
That's what I'm saying. Why would I play? Why would you play the last game? For what reason? What difference is that game going to make? He going to go out there and score you 30?
Hey, remember, he's still trying to play for a contract somewhere. But yeah, man. You ready to get into your favorite part of the show?
Yeah, I'm real interested in seeing what they're going to say today.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get into them questions and them comments, man. Well, this is going to be interesting. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, man, if y'all have any questions or comments addressing us, man, go ahead and hit us with the WTM guys in front of your question or your comment. That way we know you're addressing us and not one of your fellow Glow Yard members, man. I apologize for the energy, y'all. It's just there's no reason to be hyped tonight, guys. I know some people message. I know, shout out to Euro. I know he was like, get your energy up. For what? You know, I'm not gonna put any energy to the team that don't give a damn. So, but yeah, can you do the questions or no?
I can't. I'll be back on Sunday, but I can't today. Still, you. You the MVP.
Let's see. Do you have any? I don't know if we had any super chats.
Man, probably not today. It's probably nobody want to watch this today. I wouldn't even want to stay away from this team.
Boy, I tell you, King, it's one of them nights. All right, man, let's go ahead and get into it. Ashton, first, he says, when do we get one of the Morris twins? Hey, you probably, I wouldn't blame you for being confused by that because he ain't even played this year. And y'all heard me say that when we picked him up. I said, man, he can do some things that we know that we've been asking like Maxey to do or whatever, right? Play a little defense. He can score. He gonna play that small ball 5. He wanted to go small, but you just completely didn't play this dude at all, man. So we picked him up, and I don't understand it. Now, remember at first, all I heard was, "Oh, he out of shape. He'll play after the All-Star break." Remember that?
Yeah.
I could probably count on one hand how many times he played after the All-Star break. So,
Girl, he better than Dwight Powell.
Oh, I would take him over the White Powell. That's not even a question. Ashton also says they should have played Maxey to ain't let he was gone. Do something positive anyway. Play Maxey to ain't let he
ain't like he was going to do something.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's a good point. Oh, that's what I was gonna say too, King. Now, kid was don't trust barely play this dude or whatever, his minutes or whatever. Christian Wood. So why you didn't play him today? If he's so bad that you know what I'm saying he don't contribute to winning and all that type of stuff, why didn't you play him today? What's the point purpose of sending him out?
Right? Play him when you tanking, right?
Yeah. Interesting. That's a question I wanted to ask during the watch party, but I said I was gonna save it. Logan says, I just want the Mavs to draft a player that is athletic and plays defense. Please get Luka the help he actually needs. Also get rid of DP. Amen, Logan. Look, I don't listen. I know a lot of people are asking us who we should draft and all that. Matter of fact, my pops had text me after the game. Was like, what you want to do with that pick? And I told him, I said, bro, I don't want to draft anybody.
Nope.
Nobody in this draft is gonna come in here and help us right now, unless you drafting a Luka. Unless you drafting a Zion or a Ja Morant out here, nah, I'm not doing it, bro. I want to take that pick and I want to flip it to get more picks to attach to some of these contracts to get these dudes up off our team, man. That's what I want to do. These picks are going to be used to move these people off our team. That's what I want the picks to be. I'm not looking at the draft, y'all. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I know some of y'all gonna ask and y'all gonna be tweeting us and all that. We're not doing a draft. Not doing a draft video. I'm not looking at the draft. Because I'm telling you right now, same thing we said last year when we used that pick to get Christian Wood. We know they're not keeping the pick. Trade that pick. Trade down, get more assets or whatever. If you could trade down some more and get more assets, cool. But no, not doing it.
Get your picks back, bro. That's my plan. You do a pick next year. You do a pick in 2029. Get your picks back.
Yeah, stockpile your picks. You know what I'm saying? Nancy says, what do you think they are going to do with the draft pick? Use it or bargain for more draft picks to pick up more experienced bigs? Is maybe some wing defenders? Yeah, that's what I just said, Nancy. That's what I think they're going to do. Flip the heck out them picks, man. Flip it until you can get as many first rounds you can out of it. You know what I'm saying? So that way you can use it to get some significant players we need this year. Because them young guys not going to come here and make you a contender this next year. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and get them picks, flip them, and get more picks. Frank says it's embarrassing that we have both Cuban and Kid. Yep, he said they have no idea how to run a proper sport club. Yeah, it is. It's very embarrassing, Frank. I've stayed off of anything sports, anything basketball related on either, like I said, ESPN or Fox Sports, yeah, even YouTube. Like I don't even watch anything. I see a thumbnail that got anything with the Mavericks, I don't even watch it. Like I said, unless you or Jay or Will or somebody send us something, bro, or whatever, I'm like, nah, I'm not looking at it, man.
Shout out to your boy Rick Carlisle. I know he's smiling right now.
Hey, he was smiling. He was happy when he beat us that last game here at home. Remember that?
He brought us Tyrese Halliburton, he said.
Daniel says, I basically gave out my offseason plan for the Mavericks this summer, and I want your thoughts. Oh, you had all these? Okay. Let me go back, Daniel. You get a lot of them here. He said, I got my offseason plans ready for Nico to look at, and I will put in my application for an assistant GM role for the Mavericks. Hey, you going to have to see if they're going to fire Michael Finley. He says, Nico, this is Daniel M., a longtime Mav fan since 2010. I have requested for you. He says, we have two legit scorers in Kyrie and Luka. He says, but you choose not to have defensive players for the 2023 season. He says, Nico, my honest request is for you to re-sign Kyrie and go after Anthony Davis in a trade this summer and sign Draymond to improve our front court. That's a lot. Daniel says, then I want you to use that top 10 pick and you're giving and trade you're giving and trade the pick for a versatile wing in OG Anunoby from the Raptors. Let's see. He also says trade the White Powell in that pick to get OG at all costs. It's gonna be hard on that one, Daniel, because he's a free agent. After Sunday, Daniel says. Then he says all you got to do is upgrade that bench and you'll have a good roster. It says Luka, Kyrie, OG, Draymond, AD as your starting five for 2024.
You must be the Lakers, Dan.
And he says, then Hardy, Green, Holiday, Maxey, and McGee as your bench. I don't want Holiday back either.
Yeah.
I want him gone. That's an interesting one, Daniel. That's interesting.
A lot of stuff, Dan.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. He says we signed Draymond, trade for Anthony Davis, re-sign Kyrie, and trade for OG Anunoby.
We have no space to sign for Draymond, Daniel, first and foremost. And then an Anthony Davis trade without the pick, I don't know how they would get that done and keep Kyrie.
And you don't have enough picks, man, to get to do all that you want to do and get OG Anunoby. Because remember, during the trade deadline, teams were offering up to 4 to 5 first round picks for OG. So we definitely don't have 4 to 5 first rounds right now. So no, I don't know about that one, Daniel. Matthew says Mavs did a great job at tanking today, and the offseason moves should be re-sign Kyrie, get rid of Kidd, Powell, Bullock, Hardaway, Maxey, just everyone except for Luka and Kyrie. Yeah. He says and go get a solid defender and a great big. Yeah.
So
that big gonna be interesting, man, because the free agent bigs is not what that is. So it's gonna be interesting on what they're gonna do with that. Matthew said, I want Draymond and Bam for next season. Then we set for a great run. Hey, I want them too, Matthew, but I don't know if that's going to happen. He also said, plus we got a top 10 lottery pick. He said, Nico has to make big decisions, and I'm here for it. Whole new Mavs season next season. Let's go. Yeah. According to y'all's favorite coach, we're going to have a whole new squad. So Nancy says, she's talking to him. Frank says Cuban been a failure for decades. Amen. He says kid thinking he's a step ahead of everyone. Oh my God, bro. When he's really too stupid to realize he needs to change his tactics because he's walking backwards rather than forward. Frank, man, you know what? That might be the comment of the night, bro. That might be the comment of the night, man. You was over here preaching, my guy. That is. Let me read that one more time for the people in the back so they can hear it. That's a great comment. Cuban been a failure for decades, King. Says kid thinking he's a step ahead of everyone when he realized he's too stupid. Sorry, let me read that again. Kid thinking he's a step ahead of everyone when really too stupid to realize he needs to change his tactics because he's walking backwards rather than forwards. That's it right there.
That's a quote. That might be the We Talk Mavs quote.
That might be the We Talk. That you just highlighted the whole entire season right there, Frank. Yeah. That's it right there. Boy, I tell you, that was it right there. He also says, you think there's any way possible to give Cuban the boot the way the Mavs can because of publicity-owned team like the Packers?
No, he said publicly owned team.
I'm sorry, publicly owned team. No. It's not publicly owned. Cuban is the owner of the Dallas Mavericks, so that's going to be a little hard.
Yeah, Cuban would have to sell that. He have
to. The only team I know of that's in professional sports, man, that's publicly owned is the Packers.
The Hornets aren't anymore. No, not the Hornets. What is it? The Hornets. Yeah, they went to what's the name? The Pelicans. The Pelicans aren't anymore because they were.
No, yeah, not anymore. Yeah.
When they were with David Stern and them, right?
Yeah.
They were publicly owned. Yeah.
Let's see. Clicky Keys. He said, "What's up, King and Rare? I'm gonna watch the podcast tomorrow at work. Finna KO, but want to say some stuff. Yeah, what you got, Clicky? What you got?" He says, "I hope we fire Kid, but it seems like they're going to keep him. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. Especially the comments he made post game, man. Yeah, it's not they're keeping him, bro. He says this season feels like Luka rookie year, just bad. Yeah, you know it might be worse than Luka's rookie year. Clicky, you think about it. This is worse than Luka's rookie year. We weren't expecting nothing from him his rookie year. Excuse me, because remember when he came in his rookie year, we didn't expect him to be this good. So that I would say this year is way worse than that year. Gina says, well, saw this coming. It was obvious they wanted to tank anyway, but why now? Great question, Gina. Said, I wish they could have saved us all the drama and tanked earlier. Amen. Luka was all smiles tonight. They knew it was over. Yeah. Matter of fact, like I said, Bro-Law sent me that picture, man, of Mark Cuban after they showed the score and everything. He was there smiling and stuff. Like, he knew what was up. Yeah. I meant to send that to you, King, but we was going to start the show up.
I put my head down when you say that.
Gina says, it hurt to see this team go through this. He said, we started off well this year. Luka was in MVP talks, yeah. But now they completely fumbled the bag. Hopefully hopefully they're ready discussing off-season talks.
Hopefully y'all doing already.
Hopefully. Yeah. We'll see. The kid already headed that already. He said what he said in the post game. Gene also says, never thought my first year with Dallas we would be eliminated. He said, I really wanted to see playoff Luka for the first time. There was nothing he could do with the supporting cast anyways. Yeah.
No playoff.
And you gotta try to outplay the coach too.
No playoff.
I just don't want people to forget that, man. I don't want anybody giving Jason Kidd a pass with this roster. Because you also lost games too. Yep. Gina says it's now officially Luke over. Said game ball to Luka for putting up with this franchise. Hardy and Lawson deserve some love too for showing where we went wrong. Lane ball to the Mavs organization. Yeah. Trash Can Juice Award definitely goes to the organization, aka Mark Cuban. Richard says, if it wasn't for the watch party, don't think I would have finished that one. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, man. Like I said, y'all make it interesting, man, on that watch party and stuff, man. Especially on the losses, man. Y'all definitely keep it entertaining, man, because I be wanting to do something else. I ain't gonna lie to you. So shout out to the Glow Yard members, man, who was on the watch party today.
I've been watching Mesh.
Man, I've been watching too. Probably we'll go see Mario Brothers tonight. We didn't get to see it earlier.
Yeah, I want to see Mario.
We was gonna see the Air Jordan movie. We was gonna see both of them today, but time just kind of.
Did they have somebody playing Jordan in the movie?
You couldn't see his face. Like he just showed the back of his head a lot or whatever. He might have said like a few words or whatever. It was really focused on Viola Davis and Matt Damon and Ben Affleck.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it was a good movie though. Gina said the bad thing was we couldn't even tank right. He said Morris looked like Steph out there and JaVale was Magic. He said why couldn't they play like this during other games? Oh wait. He said, oh wait. Yeah, exactly, Gina. That's what we were just saying. You didn't even get this man no time to play. Oh, he didn't say WTM on this one, King. I want to read this though. Dreamy says, why decide to tank now? Why not against the Kings? They knew the Grizz are going to sit players versus OKC. NBA needs to fix this system so fans paying for seats at the end of the season get something.
Oh, bro, last game of the season is at home, right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, I ain't saying nothing out loud, but somebody got paid to watch the game. I wouldn't, if I was y'all, let that arena be empty. That's what I'm saying. Let it be empty. Why?
Gina says, I hate how much they gave me hope in the beginning and then go back to what they were known for and lose. Yeah. Said, I hate this team for doing this. This pick better be worth it. Amen, Gina. Because you're right. If they, King, listen to me. If they get this pick and we look somewhat similar or whatever, or a year turns out the same way it did this year, bro, I might be done, man. I can't go through this another year, bro. This was a long season, man. Long season. How is it that we not going to the playoffs and this year was longer than last year when we went to the West Conference Finals?
OKC in the playoffs.
OKC in the playoffs. Or playing. On the way to playing for the playoffs. Yeah. Nobody in their right mind would have said that in the beginning of the season, bro. They would be like, okay, they were about what, like a year, maybe 2 years away or whatever.
I think I said at the beginning of the year they were gonna fight for the last playoff spot.
Yeah.
I thought they were gonna fight for it. Like they did. I ain't know they were gonna take our spot though.
Bro, we were not one of the 10 teams in the West. We're not one of the top 20 teams in the league.
No. Out of 32.
Crazy. Out of 32. You're not even top 20, bro. Gina says if OKC ends up losing, would that loss be worth it? Well, we're officially out now, Gina, so I guess not. Yeah. Gina also says, I know there was a chance we'd lose the play-in, but that's better than being eliminated. It's on the pick now. Yeah, it's definitely on the pick. Definitely on the pick.
We're officially eliminated now.
Matthew says Luka probably getting on the plane tonight, heading to Slovenia to spend some time away from all this Mav drama. I wouldn't blame him. Would not blame him.
Nah, he gonna stay here, Matt. He gotta sit for the exit interview.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. Yeah, he do. Div says I almost had a heart attack tonight watching kid play our good players and us benching the bad ones, Kleba, Powell, Bullock, and we we started winning. I was worried. Thank God we lost, man. Yeah.
Yep. Y'all see Chicago tried to give us the game at the end? Like
They
we
tried.
so low. God. And they missed like every free throw and all. It was like, hey, take it. It's like, nah.
Yeah, they missed like 4 in a row. Brolaw says, hey, fella, thank you for getting us through an exhausting Mavs season, man. He said, wouldn't have gotten through it without y'all. He said, I would have stopped watching a long time ago. Trust me, we wanted to, bro.
Appreciate you.
We wanted to. That's why I'm just ready for this season to end, man. I'm ready to take some time off. But, yeah, you're right, man. Gina said Luka was all smiles today. He embraced the tank. He said, I wish he would have done more for the Slovenian fans at least. But now he gets a break and will get ready to play for them. Yeah. I said that, Gina. I said now he at least gets a somewhat proper offseason. You know what I'm saying? Because he's always straight playoffs, then right into that pretty much. He get like a week or two or whatever, and he's right back into it.
And Gina, that wasn't his fault either. Not playing for the Slovenian fans. He wanted to come back in. Jake Kidd and them told him no.
Oh, dang it. I got to save my spot.
I got you. Hold on. You're Gina Kim, right?
Yeah.
You clicked it.
Joe with the $9.99 don't know he is a Glow Yard member. He says front office did Kid wrong unless Kid was insubordinate. I wouldn't be surprised. Went off script, sent him out to the sacrificial lamb. Cuban and Nico need to be accountable to the media questioning ASAP. Yeah. I agree, man. I agree, Joe. I don't even know about the Kid thing. I really don't. Like I don't know, because like shout out to Reese, man, because he was saying that he think that they were on the same page. Because I mean, if you're not gonna fire this guy, you know what I'm saying, then chances are you agree with what was going on with how he was running things. You know what I'm saying? Because there ain't no way in the world, man. You, like I said, you're this many games under 500. You're the 11th seed in the West with 2 superstars, and you keep this guy unless you agree with what he was saying and doing and all that stuff, and you want to bring him back, or like you said, King, you're giving him so many passes or whatever to just. We got you. Don't worry about it, man. You didn't have a roster. You didn't have this and that and this. You got worse after the All-Star break.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Joe. I don't think they did Kid wrong, man. Like I saw a Kid coach most of these same players last year, man. Like Rose said. So.
Yeah. Can you click on the Gina one again?
Yes. Hold on.
If you click on it, will I be able to see it?
Yeah, I believe so. First year, supporting cast, official now, lane ball. I'm on the right one.
Hold on, I think I know.
Stuff out there.
I think I remember where.
What about this one? We got past that one, right?
Hold on, let me see.
This one. It's this one, right? That was the last one you did, right? Or what the one you worked it?
Oh, yeah. Go back to that one.
This one?
Yeah. No. The one you had before. You said the hope the pick is worth. Yeah, that's it. Give me a second, bro. Let me see if I can go back up here and see if I can find it. Hopefully it's highlighted on mine too.
It should be. It's under Dreamy.
There's a lot of questions and comments tonight. Y'all on one tonight. I don't even see it. Let's see. There's a smiles. Sorry, y'all.
I think I can do it now, right from here. Let's see. Gina Kim, while you looking for it? Gina Kim says, I know there was a chance we lose the play-in, but that's better than being eliminated. It's on the pick now. Hey, man. Matthew says Luka probably getting on the plane. Oh, we already did that, right? You ever read that one, bro?
Yeah, I read that one.
Yes, okay. Let's see. Hey, fellas, thank you for getting through. Yeah, I see where we are. I'm sorry. We were right here on Gina. She said, I feel like they didn't think they would beat the Kings, but why go hard then? Kai said it ain't over until it's over, but they sit out. Penson went for Dame logo 3 like he's good. Embarrassing. Hold on, we got some more above that too, bro. Wufo says they still want to play power forward Reggie Bullock when trying to lose. I'm not even going to get started with power. Gina also said Hardy's half-court shot was amazing, though. Hardy Doncic out there. And as I said before, AJ is a walking bucket. That dunk was nasty. Said it didn't count. Moore showed us he can carry, too. Yeah. Let's see. Frank said, when y'all say trade down without pick, do you want more draft picks or better players? Kind of like
no draft picks. Draft picks. Want draft picks. Trying to move these cats up out of here.
Nancy says they need to do something this offseason. They can't just put all the pressure on stars. Luka looks so drained even tonight.
Yeah, I think Luka ready for it to end too, man. You going up?
Vaughn said, yeah, I'm going up because I realized I missed them. So I'm just gonna read these ones. Vaughn said, respect to y'all. This offseason is a season within itself. What will the Mavs do?
I wish we knew, Juan. I wish we knew. It's hard to get a read on this team, man. With this front office.
Happens.
Yeah.
Yep. Steve says, hopefully Powell and Reggie are gone. These guys are not starters in the NBA. Amen. Gina Kim says, I was going to ask if Powell has ever blocked playing with us, and then he gets a block in the game. Bertans almost messed the tank up. Cardio B starts the game with a 3. Holiday gets 3s, really. Marquis says, man, just glad this disaster of a season is over. Hopefully Luke can get some rest and grab some recovery beer. For Nico, he got his work cut out for him this offseason. That's the truth.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I got it now, King. Is this one?
Okay. Yep, that was that. We read that one.
Oh, okay. So let me go back down there.
Yep. So now we are
right here. Right.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Rob says Mark Cuban is going to have to make a decision. It seems like Luka cared more about Slovenia team.
I ain't getting into that one, Rob. Not yet. Let's wait till this season, this off season over, and next year we'll see that. That's it.
Hey, Dreamy, I see what you said up under him, man. I agree with you. That's my feeling too. Definitely my feeling too. Steve says that didn't make sense to me. You trade for Kyrie to get help for Luka and to make a deep playoff run, but you tanked on the second to last game. Why not make the trade? Then don't make sense. Yeah. I think we're all asking that same question, Steve. I don't know what this team is doing, man. I really don't. I know my motto. If it makes sense, they're not gonna do it. If it don't make sense, I'm guaranteeing you they're gonna do it. They do it every time. Under the whole Mark Cuban. Oh, you did. Under the Mark Cuban regime. Matthew says, I don't know what to say at this point. I don't know, because our owner and coach and office are straight garbage. Yes, they are. Yeah. This is going to be a very, 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 man, I'm telling y'all, if this team, it's not going to just be us, right? Like Twitter, Facebook, whatever, any Maverick talking points, you know what I'm saying, or anywhere, any social media, whatever, people talk and give their opinions about this team. If this team does not come in next year completely different, man, with a different squad, a completely different overhaul on this team, it's going to be a long season, man. If Mark Cuban thought this fan base was toxic now, wait till next year and see what happens, bro. Gina says, Kid said this was the management's decisions. That are they supposed to openly talk about tanking? Isn't that a fine? I hope it is. I really do. I really do, Gina. I don't care what happened to Mark Cuban and them now. I hope they fine them the biggest fine in the history of sports, bro. G2 says Cuban's new catchphrase should be "My crypto fail." Well, I guess his catchphrase should be "I'm the trashiest owner alive." Gina says, I'm so ready for the offseason, mostly the drama. I can't wait for the Wood story. I need someone to expose this franchise and Mark for what he's been doing all these years. Yep. I'm with you, Gina. I think we with you too. Steve says, only good thing about no making playoffs or play-in, Luka can finally rest. That's what I've been saying, Steve. He finally get an actual offseason now. Because he's been going straight from the offseason right into Slovenia basketball. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Finally get the rest. Step away from him a little bit. Get yourself together. Harold said this season is finally over. Amen. Amen, Harold. Amen.
Hey, Harold, we still got Sunday's game, man.
Gina says, kid, a lot of people won't be back next season. There will be a lot of new faces. I hope he's one of them. Kyrie Seawood, Dwight, Frank, Morris, Theo, Justin. Let's see. Jody, what's good, man? He says, what's up, bro? I've been in hiding. He said, glad this season is over. We got Hardy in the second. Imagine what would happen with a 10th. Said, hoping for a strong offseason turnaround. Keyword hope. Yeah, that's all you can do is hope. That's all you can do. But listen, Joey, like I said, like we've been saying, we don't want to draft a player with that 10th pick, man. Flip that pick and get more picks if you can. So we need players who are gonna be able to help right now, man. So yeah. Gina said free agent this summer, Kyrie Wood, Dwight, Frank, Morris, Theo, Justin. Who needs to go more? Everybody but Kyrie.
Yeah, Dwight at the top of the list, though. Gina.
Oh yeah, Dwight. I'm sending him out 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You need to be gone. You the first one on the list. Harold says, I need us to get a top 5 pick, flip it for some defensive-minded players. That's what we're saying, Harold. Get some picks, man. Get as high as you can. Flip it. Flip it and get more picks, man.
And then flip it again, as Harold said.
Or if you can flip it and stay in the first round, do it.
Yep.
Let's see. Div says, wait, no. Oh, Frank says, can we have a watch party when all gets the notice of Powell getting released drop? Oh man, hey, you know we're gonna do a video when that happens. Frank, you already know. You already know, man. RC said, yes, there was RC. We had a watch party. Let's see. Div says, so it's official to me. Nico is just there to attract free agents to sign. That is it. Nothing else. He doesn't make any decisions from the looks of it. Cuban is a GM and kid. You know what, Div? I
might be right.
You might be right. I said that. I said, bro, it's with some of the comments that Mark Cuban is making and some of the comments that, Kid have been said or whatever. Like I'm not getting a sense that Nico is in charge here. You know what I'm saying? Like we said this after the Western Conference Finals last year. When Nico made these comments about like the kind of players they're gonna get, they're gonna get so many other new players, and then they did not do that. And I'm just like, then we're hearing Mark Cuban talking about the whole Jalen Brunson thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like in his comments and Nico's comments don't sound the same. Because remember, Nico had that sit down interview with Channel 8. You know what I'm saying? And it's not sounding the same. We didn't hear nothing about Rick Brunson being the case or being the reason why they couldn't get anybody. You know what I'm saying? It was because, hey, he decided he wanted to go over there or whatever, blah, 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 blah. Now Cuban coming out here saying something completely different, which, like I said, it's just showing me that maybe Nico does not have the power that we think he has. Because what was the one thing that people said that he was going to do when we signed him? Oh, we got a relationship with people. He can get him on over here. So how we signed this man just for relationships? That's not, you build relationships, man, based off your work. That doesn't make any sense. So, yeah, dude, I gotta agree with you. He also says Kid was hired prior to. Yep. Job? You said what?
What's Michael Finley's job?
Just to be there to show that he was a former Mad player. I still got a jersey. Div said Kid was hired prior to the GM, which made no sense. Hey, let me drink this real quick. Hold on. Let me ask y'all a question.
That ain't tea, bro.
It definitely ain't no tea. Let me ask y'all a question, man. Why is everybody preaching today? Why everybody preaching? That's all I want to know. You're not wrong. We said this too, Div. You hired the coach before the GM. That ought to tell you something too. Let's see. Gina says Nico is probably working on things in the background, unlike loudmouth Cuban. And I don't always tell you guys the truth mid. Yeah. I hope he's his face. He's the face that's gone. Worst coach ever. Well, according to the greatest owner of all time for the Mavericks, Gina, he will be back next year. He's already have a built-in excuse for him, so it looks like he's gonna be back. Unfortunately. Harold says, besides Luka, Kyrie, Hardy, and Green, I don't want to see any of these players on this roster next season. I gotta agree with you. Dave also says, I will say this, Cuban / Nico Kid better not complain about Luka, Kyrie for this team failing. They ran Luka into the ground early in the season, and to the point he had no energy at the end of the season. I mean, that's all part of your coaching, man. Your coach acts like he can't manage this roster right. So, what'd you give a first round pickup for Christian Wood just for you to throw him in the corner like dirty laundry? So, excuse me, yeah. Marquis says Bulls didn't even play their guys. No excuse for us not to give 100. Said get the dub and see what happens on Sunday. Yeah, and that's what I said. That's what I said, Marquis. I mean, you had 2 games left. It's not like you did not have a shot at trying to get that last position or whatever in the play-in, but. Jody says Finley being Nico's assistant immediately after being fired already showed me he's on a leash. Says Cuban has insulted himself with the 2011 team as far as staff and advisory. Scary Jerry Jones like, yep, that's what I said, Jody. He's acting very Jerry Jones-ish. We heard some things about that about the behind the scenes in the organization, but I'm not going to even touch it here. Div says this makes sense that Kid has a lot of power over Nico, hence the conference they had, and Kid said, Nico, you are the GM, you answer that. Shows a lot why Nico wasn't ready to answer. Yeah, like I said, that whole you the boss stuff, and it's like, yeah, I mean, I don't know who you was fooling with that one, but yeah. Gina says obviously the Cuban.
We could have got Russell Westbrook.
Yeah. Obviously that Cuban makes the calls, and he's a hell of a liar too. Oh, he's the greatest liar of all time. He said he needs to let the GMs do their job instead of making these bad decisions that cost us. Yeah. I agree, Gina. He hiring a bunch of yes men, but hey. Div said Cuban is a joke and Kid is also. No way this roster, if played with proper lineups, isn't a top 8 team in the conference. This is embarrassing. Yeah, that's what we said, Div. That's what we said. Let's see. Div says maybe Cuban thinks you Twitter, Dallas Mavs / YouTube Mav fans complaining about how bad our players are is making others not want our great players. Say Cuban, your team sucks because you suck. Yeah, it's our fault, Div. We're the reason why the team didn't make the play-in. It's our fault. Let's see. Div said so. Let's attack the transcendent player in Luka on our team, how he needs to fix parts of his game, right, Cuban Kid, but not let Powell, even he looked at sideways, or we are bad people. Yeah. Yep. Gina says Mid and Cuban were so worried about Twitter, they didn't even pay attention and they fumbled. Yeah. That's what I just said, Gina. Said, but it's our fault, right? Yep. He said, actually, notice how they both don't take accountability and blame others. Amen. That's why I said maybe they were on the same page. Maybe Reese was on to something. I'm just saying. Your owner and your coach who make decisions
right.
don't. Yeah.
He could be right.
Might have been right. Don't take accountability for nothing. We are all subsequently accepted that Powell was so bad that we never bothered with him. Yeah, But the thing is, man, that shouldn't be the case. Then we shouldn't hold other players like Green and them who are trying, who you can say they added something to their game. You know what I'm saying? Jaden Hardy throughout the season has gotten better. You know what I'm saying? We hold them to a certain standard, but we don't hold a guy who's been here on this team down there 9 years. We don't hold him to a certain standard. You're supposed to be the veteran of the team. You're supposed to be the leader, as they say. You know what I'm saying? You don't have any, you don't add anything to your game. That's lazy, man. And if nobody gonna hold him accountable, then why would he want to add anything? Steve said, "Real, you got me over here laughing my A off." He said, "Because everything you said about Powell is true. He can't do nothing. He just out on the court getting free money. Also, he does not set good screens either." Steve, listen, people were telling us he was a. I'm just trying to tell you what they told me. They told me that this man is a great. His screens. He set such great screens that he's gonna eventually be in the Hall of Fame first ballot when his career is over with. That's how great his screens are. That's what they told me. Okay, I'm just going by what they told me. Rumble was good, man. He says JaVale was looking solid compared to Dwight. Read that one more time, too, for the people in the back. I don't think King heard it either. He says JaVale was looking solid compared to Dwight. Funny how that works. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Gina says, if Cuban does the same thing this offseason, I swear I'm starting an agenda against him and this franchise, pushing others to join me in the trade Luka for the better movement. Yeah. You might not even have to do that, Gina. You're going to probably ask for a trade automatically.
Yeah. You're not the only one either, Gina, Kim. I've seen other people talking about that as well.
Yep. Div says, I don't see how Cuban complaining about parents thinking it's a win in any way. Facts. For the Mavs organization, you will end up making free agents not want to come. Just complete moron. Yeah. He says, have you heard anything from Golden State GM? Nope. Take a clue, idiot Cuban, and shut the bleep up. Yeah. Dude puts his foot in his mouth every year, man. It's getting ridiculous, man. This is happening so many times. And you wonder why people don't want to come to Dallas. You wonder why. JP says, if the Mavericks keep Kidd after falling from the Western Conference to no playoffs, it's like pouring salt in the wound. Yeah, man. Yeah. According to Kidd, man. According to Mark Cuban, they definitely keeping him. So, yeah. And I'm guaranteeing that was a Cuban call and not a Nico call. Michael Douglas says, even Ray Charles could see this season was going to be a letdown. Yeah. Definitely a letdown. Harold says, I've said Western Conference Finals run was a fluke. This roster was a complete stack of dog bleep. I wouldn't say it's a fluke, man. It's just you did not upgrade your roster to build on that playoff run. That's the issue. You completely, and you misread the whole entire Jalen Brunson situation. Like, you didn't try to get anybody to take that spot of Jalen Brunson when he left, because you misevaluated the whole Jalen Brunson thing. You thought Jalen Brunson just Jalen Brunson, and we see how that turns out. New York is in the playoffs, who didn't make the playoffs last year. Yep. We're not in the playoffs after making the playoffs last year. What's the common denominator, King?
Your boy. Mark Cuban and Jason Kidd and all that.
No, I was gonna say Jalen Brunson.
No, Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, we didn't have Knicks didn't have Jalen Brunson last year.
Hey, don't.
Not it. What would you say? Oh, you breaking up too, King? Oh man. Oh. Breaking up.
I've seen like 2 games away. Can you hear me?
Keep going in and out. And plus, you like frozen on the screen. Let me. Hey, when you get it squared away, King, come back in and let me know what you were saying. Wait, did I answer this one? Oh, okay, I answered that one. Gina says, on another note, who do you guys think will win this year's championship? I'm going for the Bucks or my Celtics. I don't even care, Gina. If my team not in it, I don't even care no more. Like I said, I'm not watching no more basketball. Not watching no more basketball. Once this season is over with, I am done until the next season. I just need a break from basketball. This team just killed the joy of basketball for me this year. So, I mean, you know what? If I had to call it, I'd probably say the Bucks. I'll say the Bucks. Div says, got to love the people who are in Mark Cuban's back pocket, going on TV saying Luka is a coach killer to make sure Luka can't push for a coach change when you know kid needs to go. So annoying. Yeah, man. Yeah. Like I said, if you were somebody who actually watched this team, you know what I'm saying? You watched this team actually play this year, man, and watch these games, you would know that it's Jason Kidd. And listen, man, I remember I told analysts this, Atlanta analysts, I was like, because people were saying like, oh, because Rick Carlisle was gone, and if Kidd leaves, then they're gonna brand him as a coach killer. And I have to remind them, Rick Carlisle wasn't fired. Rick Carlisle decided to leave. They were going to give him more responsibility within the organization. He didn't want it. Then he ended up leaving and going over to Indiana. So that had nothing to do. Him leaving had nothing to do with Luka. He quit on his own or whatever, right? But if Kidd was to get fired, it's justified. You know what I'm saying? You went from being a Western Conference contender to all of a sudden now you're not in the playoffs. You had two superstars. That is a fireable offense. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, like, man, that coach killing thing, man, that's the most laziest take. If you didn't watch this game, watch this team, then I you know what I'm saying? Like those ESPN guys who you know for sure wouldn't watch these games like that unless it was on ESPN or whatever, or they go by hearsay. I'm not listening to them, man.
Am I back?
Yeah, you know you good. So what were we saying a minute ago?
I don't even remember what I was saying. Something about the Knicks. Oh, I was saying the Knicks, can't they win 50 games this year?
I think so.
I thought they were 48 and 32 last time I saw it.
They probably are. Like I said, remember last year the Knicks didn't make the playoffs.
Nope.
They got Jalen Brunson. They're in the playoffs. Last year we made the playoffs. We lost Jalen Brunson. We're not in the playoffs. Common denominator. Jalen Brunson. But don't sign him back though. Can you remember that? Gina says, Brad says, Kid said Doncic and Irvin definitely will not play on Sunday. Same thing with several other regulars. Which ones to be determined? Can we just forfeit the game and let them win? I mean, that'd be nice. We got one more game to watch, King. We done, man.
Yep.
Chico, what's good, man? He said, I expect this. I expected this. This is why I'm not mad. I'm new here. I get it. I'm on Kyrie bandwagon. Should we be worried about not getting a roster rearrangement? I'm gonna tell you something. Like I told somebody else who just kind of asked the same question. Chico, listen, man. This team is hard to read, man. We hear so many things of what they gonna do or what they not gonna do, and they do the complete opposite. So we don't know. We don't know. Because like I said, we've heard before that, we need to do this and do that and add this, add that, and then they don't do it. So, yeah, common sense will tell you we're looking at this roster and it's like, yo, you got to flip this roster. This roster is horrible, right? But this organization is known for not looking at the same way we look at it. Oh, we just going to add a player here, add a player there, we're good. And it's just like, then you didn't learn your lesson then. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would think that because we reached the rock bottom this year, that you would think, like, you know what, this ain't working. Let's completely flip this and change this. Now, Kid did say that in the press conference, okay? He said that in the press conference. So, like I just told King, I'm only going to go by what you said. You, Jason Kidd, said, we need to flip this roster. There's going to be completely different change, roster, blah, blah, blah. You said that. So, guess what? If that does not happen this offseason, we own you.
Yep.
So, yeah. But to answer your question, not sure, Chico. We're going to have to see, man. We're going to have to see. It's really going to determine, man, on what pick we get. That's what's going to determine all that. Gina says, I'm rooting for the Kings or OKC to get to the Western Conference Finals. I would love to see a young team get to the finals. Yeah. I mean, anybody can make it, man. I'm cool with it. Let's see. Harold says, Jason Mead is the worst coach in the history of the NBA. Yeah.
He said in history of everything, not even the NBA.
Not the sorry, history of everything. I'm bad. Yeah, history of every team. Every team. That's crazy, bro. I was gonna say in Dallas. I'm trying to think who was Chan Gailey. What was that coach? Dan Campo. Dave Campo. I'm trying to think who worse out of Jason Kidd and Jason Garrett.
Ooh. Jason Garrett was.
That's a good one.
Well, Jason Garrett was making the playoffs though, right?
Yes.
He just underachieved. He just couldn't get out after the first game or whatever.
Bro, Jason Garrett was a bad coach, bro.
He was, but I'm just saying.
Jeez, that dude was bad.
Jason Kidd though, man, missed the play-in. The NFL don't got to play in.
Right. They give you a chance to make it, bro.
Yeah. For the wild card spot.
Yep.
Frank
said
you said it was 20 teams in the NBA. And
20 teams in the NBA. You're not even one of the top 20. Frank says common sense just isn't the word. It's common sense, the word. Yeah. They don't know what that is, Frank. Like I tell y'all before, man. If it makes sense, they definitely not going to do it. Definitely not going to do it. Div says, explain to me, you got a team who is not skilled but has great coach. Will he not make them better from game 1 to 82? A bad coach will show no change or get worse. Which one is Kidd? Yeah. Yep. He's not gonna show any change. He's gonna get worse.
Look at that, right? Hold up. Did you see the Jason Garrett one at the bottom?
No, I ain't see it at the bottom. I'm not even down.
You heard the sound the way you at yet, but somebody said Jason Garrett did go 8-8 for 3 straight seasons.
He did though. He did, bro. I forgot about that. He did. He did, bro.
8-8, man.
He did go 8-8. I forgot about that, bro. Cuz, what's good, man? He says, what's up, family? Tough season, but y'all made the season better with the content. Yeah, we tried, man. Appreciate it, man. We definitely tried, man. We got one more game to go, man. One more game to end our misery. Rumble says, Kid said he was told to tank by his boss. He said, I think this is code for Nico. This is code for Nico and Cuban decide to shut it down and Kid dissing himself since he'll be gone. I hope he is gone, Rumble. But from like I said, from the interview that Cuban had, it sounds like he's gonna be back, man.
Bro, you think they try to blame Nico for all this? They putting this all on Nico as far as tanking?
I hope not.
Because I mean, who else? Kids?
No, I don't think Nico. I think it's all Cuban. Like I said, I'm gonna send you the picture, bro. Like Reggie sent me that picture. He was smiling when we lost that game.
But do you think Kid would say it was Mark Cuban that told him? Now he said it's his bosses. Would he say Mark Cuban though, or would he say Nico?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. That's a good question. Gina says, I heard Keith was a good player before, but we didn't get to see it. Wood showed he can get us some wins, but we play him less minutes. AJ is a bucket, but he never plays. Why? Coaching, that's why. Yeah. I said that. And that's what somebody who was it? We just read their stuff while talking about was that Div? Oh yeah, Div was just talking about that. Talking about the coaching. I've been saying that. I said this year right here is the reason why I did not want to sign Kid in the first place, y'all. This is what I was afraid of last year. Like I said, he fooled everybody last year. We thought he finally got it, but he's pulling the same move he did in his last couple stops, man, and it's just getting ridiculous. Like you don't learn your lesson. And the only reason why I think he's doing that is because they gave him Power King. Yeah. They're not holding his feet to the fire.
But I know we almost done, but hold on. Before you go to that one, hold your spot. You got this. Did you see it?
No. Logan said Luka getting the first team All NBA, 32.5, 8-8, 32, 8-8.
This team sucks.
I don't know, Logan. Because right now they're talking about Luka, but not in a good way.
Yeah. You
know how perception goes, man, in the NBA. Yeah, look at Embiid. It's how Embiid end up getting might be getting the MVP this year. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I hope he does, but I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't.
They vote Sunday night.
We'll see, man. We'll see. Gina says, sad how the Hornets end up. Oh, sorry. What was it, King? Was it $1.99?
$2 donation.
$2 donation. Appreciate it, Logan. My bad. Gina says, sad how the Hornets ended our season. Yeah, it's funny you said that, Gina, because I was just listening to the Fan, and he said the exact same thing. He said that 3 ended our season from Dennis Smith. He said, when I saw Josh and Wood was out there to rest, I immediately knew we were tanking. Like, they were so obvious. I can't stand this joke of a franchise. Yeah.
So, bro, you saying that KP stopped us from being the 4th seed last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dang, Dennis Smith Jr. stopped him from making a play in this year, right? Uh-huh. So what's next year, JB? Christian Wood?
No, it's going Christian Wood.
Christian Wood? Okay.
Let's see. Where am I at? Div says kid needs to be fired. Addition by subtraction. This effing guy better be gone next year, and it better be done fast. I don't want to wait for the beginning of next year for the change. F kid. Yeah, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. I want kid gone 100 years ago. Steve said, "Real, you preaching today? All facts. Maxie, Reggie, Tim, Powell. Yeah, I don't gotta. Oh, I forgot about Tim. I ain't get on Tim. You know what? I'm gonna let Tim make it. I'll let Tim make it. I mean, he not as. If I had to say out of all 4 of those guys, Tim worse than all 4 of them. I mean, they're all. Tim's not as bad as them 3 other guys on there. So yeah,
it's a toss up between him and Reggie, man. So
oh, you think so?
Because I told you, Tim making that.
I mean, hey, if you said that, I can't argue with you. I can't argue with you at all.
Going down though, so it gets better. But like that contract, man.
Oh, that's what I'm gonna tell you too, King. So supposedly Reggie is not gonna be a fully guaranteed contract next year. I think he does 5 of it is gonna be guaranteed. I think Reggie can be moved. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you, bro.
He can be moved. What you mean? I think he
can be moved, bro. Now, will they move him? That's gonna be the question. Because he's a locker room guy and a community guy. You know how it is. You know we do. We extend those guys.
He's a new Walter Payton guy.
Yeah. Wait, did I read that? Oh, I didn't read that. Rambo says Pinson is worse than Lawson. He is. McKinley, he's worse than Lawson, McKinley, Holiday. Hell, we should just give that spot to an undrafted big and take a chance. Hey,
bro, I'd have rather have Moses Brown.
Yep, I'd rather have Moses Brown too, because I know Moses Brown gonna actually play. He fits a need that we need.
Yep,
I agree with you, Rambo. I agree. Gina says, have you guys looked at the draft? Who do you guys see us getting, or should we get? We really need a win now player. Now, I'm not looking at the draft, Gina. Like I said, we not going. Yeah, we not. I don't think we keeping that pick. It's getting flipped. So
I pretty mad.
I don't think we. Yeah, I don't think it's anybody we're gonna get right now. That's gonna in the draft. That's gonna completely change our team. You know what I'm saying? So nah, we flipping that. We getting some players that you can use right now. That's what I think. I think the new players you're gonna see next year on this team are gonna be undrafted players. Div said you guys actually believe that Tim Hardaway Sr. hasn't heard his son bitch about Kyrie and Luka. BS, I think he has, and THJ Trash Can Juice tried to cover up this with BS statements.
No, Div, I don't. I'm sorry, you gonna go ahead?
Now go. I haven't heard Tim Jr. say anything, so I don't know.
He basically covered it up, said his dad was wrong and all. But what I'm saying to Div is that I think Tim Hardaway Sr. got some word from Tim Hardaway Jr., yes. But I think we already knew that, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, so my thing with the whole thing with the Luka thing, like, we all know JB was the leader. Like, they talk about that all year about we missing JB and Dorian Finney-Smith and all that. I think that's known over there. Like, Luka is the guy we talking about that leaves a 5-on-4 break. How is that being a leader? Like, that's not leading. That's the opposite of leading. That's not showing that you want to do it and you out here doing what you want to do instead. So it's not to throw shade on Luka right now, but like I thought we already knew that. It's just Tim Hardaway Sr. wasn't supposed to address it and say it loud, knowing his son was on the team. Like he's not the one to say that, knowing he probably got inside information. But we already know how Tim Hardaway Sr. is as well, as far as not saying things he's supposed to say. So it's just like it's part of this team. It's the Dallas Mavericks. What do you expect?
Yeah, I'm with you, bro. Because you're not supposed to say stuff like that, and because you put your son in a predicament then.
Yep.
Because now he got to go behind you. I didn't say that, or he didn't mean that, or I
They're gonna
disagree
trade
with
him,
him and
right?
all that.
They're
Oh
gonna
yeah,
trade
he
him.
gone.
I think Tim Hardaway, they're gonna try their hardest to trade him now, just based off of that right there.
So yeah. But yeah, like you said, y'all heard me say this on the last show. Tim Hardaway Sr. is known for not holding nothing back, bro. Like that's what got him in trouble the first time, and why he didn't make it to the Hall of Fame after like the first or second ballot. You know what I'm saying? Why it took him so long to get to the Hall of Fame? Because he opened his mouth and said some things. You know what I'm saying? That's what Tim Hardaway Sr. does, man. So I'm not surprised that he said anything, but at the same time, it's like, bro, you put your son in a predicament now because he got to go back to the locker room with these guys. And like you said, King, I can see it now, him being gone, man. So yeah,
I think he is gone. I think that's a wrap. That's probably why guys aren't playing on now. Like I really think if they weren't lost, if the team wasn't gone before them comments, they split that when that happened. I think.
Yeah, got special guest King. Hey baby, she says hey to everybody.
Madam Ref.
It's the wifey. Mark says Draymond got a podcast too though. He said he way better than Theo. He said I still take him on a team friendly deal. Man, I hear you, Mark.
Team friendly, gotta take him, Mark.
Yeah, team friendly. Yes, I don't know what he's gonna command on the open market, man.
At least 20.
I know. Would you pay him 20?
Short.
How short?
I mean, like if you take 20 for it, maybe 2 at the most.
I'm with you. I'm with 2. I would take him. Hey, as long as he can keep his hands to himself, man, I take him. We just need
So
something.
now we're gonna have 2 guys in our starting lineup that might get suspended yearly.
Sound about right. Well, I don't know. We've been seeing some game where he be spitting in the referee face and all kind of stuff. He's gonna be getting no ticks. So I don't know.
So you saying maybe Luka won't get as many?
Well, no, you know what? Take that back. He come to Dallas. All that's gonna change.
Yep.
Deal says Luka had 13 points in 12 minutes and led the team in scoring.
Yikes.
Hold on, read the rest. This is embarrassing. We have no players. Div, listen to me, man. Now that you put it that way, I did not look at it like that, bro.
Yikes.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I did not look at it that way. I mean, like I said, man, Jason Kidd said this roster getting flizzed. So we're gonna find out, y'all. We're gonna definitely find out. Mark said no game ball today. That's tough. No one deserves it. No, we gave a game ball out, Marky. We gave a game ball out. Let's see. Lucas Morel. He says, Lucas Morel. He says, who should we look for? Who should we be looking at in the draft? I don't even want to look at anybody in the draft, man. To be honest with you, I want to use that pick to get somebody, man.
Yeah, we should just be hoping for a top 3 pick, guys.
Yeah, try to get as high as we can, man. So the higher we can get. Yeah, the higher we can get, the more we can flip with it. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I just want to get somebody in here. Yeah, maybe you can use that pick to get you a Miles Turner or somebody. You know what I'm saying, like a center or something. We need somebody, man.
We talked about doing the watch party. If you could somehow, I mean, this is like a long shot. Somehow get the number 1 pick. You can trade the number 1 pick in this draft for the number 3 pick and players with the number 3 pick and give it like that's how valuable this pick is. And then this guy's like they're saying Brandon Miller.
Get the players from when you traded for that first. Get the players and then flip that 3rd pick again, bro, and then get some more. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. If they had the number 1 pick, they could have next year's pick back. They could get 2029 pick. They can get this year, another pick this year as far as staying in the draft. All that can happen just from a pick this year. So
yep.
We'll see how smart Nico is. As far as Nico, we'll see. That's what I'm saying. This year is a major year, bro, as far as seeing Nico got to do everything. He got to put everything, all his chips on the table.
Yep. Oh, what up, analyst? I see you in the building, man. Gina says Powell not playing was surprising. I know, right? Yeah, bro. Why did Powell play? Boy, you not okay. I'm sorry.
The same reason why Christian Wood didn't play.
Bruh. Powell should not. I mean, hold on. Powell did play?
Yeah, he played.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. My bad.
I'm saying, they played him when they tried to tank, but they did play Christian Wood.
But remember, Christian Wood is the issue. Powell not playing was surprising when he did not do much anyways, and they played more defense too. Yeah, they did play pretty good defense today. But yeah, so hold on. Oh, yeah, Powell did play. G10 played 10 minutes.
Yeah, he played. He just played. He just got taken out. Even when you tank and he only get 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's crazy. Trash, bro. Let's see. Lucas also says this ain't even a joke no more. What is this supposed to be? What is this supposed to be playing DP?
Purpose.
Says, I'm sorry. What's the purpose of playing DP? My bad. He said, what does he even do besides run? That's all he need to do is run. That's what the people told us. He's a great runner, right?
He screams.
Right, King? He set them screens, and guess what? Who do you know, Lucas, that set more community service award records than him? Okay, then. You can't name me one person who set more community service awards than Dwight Powell. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. Let's see. Luke Marquis says guys further down in the draft often works harder and develop like Brunson and Hardy. So trading the pick for an impact player or multiple picks is the way to go. That's what we're saying, Marquis. I'm not looking at this as we need to get some player in college because that player is not going to help. Y'all just saw we just went through this year, right? Ain't no college player that come in here and help change this right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need multiple players, especially when we got like 8 or 9 players who are going to be free agents this year. You need some players, man, to fill out this roster. Let's see. See a lot of new faces in here tonight. RC says, I've been trying to tell Daniel he's dreaming on these trades and they're out. Yeah, we've been trying to tell him that too, man. Hey, we've been telling him, man, it's nice. It'd be nice to have them guys, but them teams not giving them guys up, man. Especially like the Bams and all them. My bad, talking to analysts. Manny, what's good? He says Woods is a fine player, but he doesn't have much value around the league. That was clear at the deadline when the Mavs were trying to move him but couldn't.
You want to explain
that? Go ahead, explain it, man.
I'm going to let you explain it. Go ahead.
Okay, so we talked about this during the watch party. It's not the fact that he did not have value. I want y'all to think about this for a second. He is an unrestricted free agent, right? Unrestricted free agent. Teams around the league aren't stupid. They see the situation that's going on in Dallas. So 2 things. 1, why would I want to trade for somebody who is an unrestricted free agent, right? And 2, on top of that, if I see the situation in Dallas and I know for a fact you're not staying, why would I give up something knowing that I know you're not going to stay? I could just sign you straight up this offseason. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to give anything up. You're gone. We know that. So I can just wait. Because chances are the teams that really wanted him were going to be teams that are going to be in contention this year. We're going to be playoff teams. But I'm not going to sit there and give up one of my key players to get this guy when I know you're not going to be staying. And you're an unrestricted free agent. I can just sign you straight up whenever the season's over with without any issues.
I think a couple things happened this deadline. We heard about them trying to offer Christian Wood a contract, or they actually tried to get something done before the deadline and they couldn't come to terms with it. I think that's because they wanted to get something done to trade him, like we just said, because no team would have took him without it. And after this year is over, if Christian Wood is not back next year, I think that kind of proves it as well, that they wanted to give him a contract so that they could trade him because they didn't plan on keeping him. But no other team would have took Christian Wood as a rental. Like, he's not that good. Where you like, I'm going to take him and trade something for him
something
this year.
For him, exactly.
Yeah, where he's sitting here, we get a half a season, and then we got to wait to see what happens. And we may have gave up everything for Christian Wood. Like, nah. Only team that's foolish enough to give a first-round pick for Christian Wood as a rental is the Mavericks. So, yeah.
So, yeah, like I said, he's an unrestricted free agent. I'm not giving nothing up for that. We can just sign him straight up this next year. Potato said this offseason might be Nico's biggest offseason of his career as a GM. Resigning Kyrie is tricky enough job. He said, I want to see what they can do with the top 10 pick. For me, they will trade it. Yeah, that's what we said, Potato. They're going to trade it, man. That's why we're not going to even bother having no draft video. We already know they're going to trade it. Gina says Cowboys seem like they got a better squad. So let's see if we can do the same thing. Yeah, we'll see. I hear it every year for the Cowboys. Dre, what's good, man? He says, are you guys gonna go live in the offseason? Yes, we are. We're gonna go live. We just need some time off though, Dre. We need some time. This is draining, man. And plus, spend a little time with the family, man. It'd be a great thing for us. Let's see. But yeah, we will be back, man. We'll be back. We'll kind of let y'all know what our schedule is gonna be after this next game, this last game of the season. Pudge Nice, what's good, man? He says, salute, fellas, Knicks and Mavs. Yes, sir. Hey, Pudge, y'all still like us, man, after we might be keeping that pick? Because what it's looking like, man, you see we tanking for it. Trashy Mark Cuban, man. Well, I tell you. Steve says, Adam Silver is not a happy camper. This tanking is getting out of control, sitting healthy players, yeah. That's why I said that I think somebody said earlier, man, if they go after Cuban for this, I hope they do. Hit him with the biggest fine in the history of sports, if they want to. Let's see. House was good, man. He says Mark has been sus in decision making since he traded Seth Curry for Jay Rich and Tyler Bay. Well, he ain't even in the league anymore. Jesus. Both of which aren't on the same team anymore. Yeah, I don't even think Tyler in the league no more, man. To be honest with you. Oh, man, that's Jesus. Marquis said, what if we don't get the pick? Listen, Marquis, I'm going to tell you right now, man, if we don't get the pick, it's going to be riots in the street because people going to feel like we did this for nothing.
Yep.
I'm just saying, because you could have did this weeks ago. If you wanted to really tank like that and you wanted to get that pick, you should have did it weeks ago when we fell like 2 or 3 or 4 games under 500. You know, when you was getting getting demolished by Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? You should have did it then. But I'd say it's gonna probably be some riots in the street, man. Like I said, y'all thought it was toxic. They thought it was toxic now. Yeah, wait, let that happen and see what happens. I ain't see what time we're looking. We're just talking. Potato says, Luka, Kyrie, Hardy are the only players I want to remain from this trash blank team. If Nico can find a way to convince Draymond Green to sign and trade for Miles Turner, I will lose my mind. King, would you be surprised if we go after Miles Turner this summer?
I don't know, man. I think we will, but it's like we usually get people too little, too late.
Right.
Does that usually, you feel me? Like we usually get the guy we want. It's usually like way too late.
Yeah. You said Darren Williams? Oh, okay. I hear what you said. Let's see. Would I read this one? Yeah, I did read that one. Let's see. Gina says the Mavs are about to party on Bullock Island, man. Hey, let them party over there. He can stay over there with the island when they're done. Reunion Tower Sports. What's good, man? Bring back memories. Excuse me. I don't know why everyone's so down. It's like they forgot how bad we played the back end of the season. You are lying to yourself. You think that they were going to win a playoff series. I hate this season, but is it part 2 of this? Oh, yeah, part 2. But the assets can help us get the defensive players we need, either trade or draft. I agree, Kid and Cuban need to go. Amen. Reunion Tower. Amen. Gina says if mid coaches the same way next year, he has to be gone. I wouldn't be able to stand him making the same plays and no adjustments. Amen, Gina. Amen. Potato says if I'm Nico, I'm trading all my picks and make cap space to resign Kyrie, trade for Turner, and find a way to sign Draymond. That would be my dream lineup. Everybody want Draymond now, huh? Yeah, especially for the defense. I know everybody wants them for the defense. I know. JP says the way Kid treated our best front court, Seawood and McGee, was so petty and ridiculous. He should be fired for it. Yeah, because think about it too, JP. Remember, you spent a first round on Seawood, and you Jason Kidd were the one who went and recruited JaVale McGee and told me he's gonna give him a starting position to sit him on the bench for 2 more years.
Yeah.
So you're right. Johnny B, what up, man? He said the Mavs waved the white flag and went out and said, Kid should never have another coaching job in the NBA. The Rockets are firing Silas. It might be that time to call him. Hey, I know. Oh, I don't know. I guess. Wait, they must just came down the pipe.
That's horrible, yo. That's what. Why would they fire Steven Silas?
They must just came down, bro. Cause I didn't. Yeah, I don't see that on here.
He might be just be throwing some stuff. You know, Johnny B.
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah, and I was gonna say you saw that thing I sent to the group, man, about Nick Nurse.
Yep.
I'm just
and
saying.
they trying to grab who they said they were trying to grab in this place?
Ime Udoka.
Yeah, for him.
So I'll take Nick Nurse. Teflon was good, man. Said my worst nightmare is looking up game 1 next season and kid on the sideline coaching at the White House or starting center getting big minutes, man.
You might get to the next one, the last one after that one. That's making me sad.
Richard says if the White gets resigned, don't let me on. I will go Eddie Murphy or Richard Pryor. Man, I don't blame you. You might be hearing that from us.
I might go Richard Pryor when he's on fire.
Johnny B says I hate how they did my boy C Wood. I hope they fire a kid and he comes back. I ain't gonna lie, man. If they fire a kid, I think he would come back.
I do too.
I think he would come back if they fired him. Reckon says if the Mavs still have Powell, everybody getting on Powell. It starting center or still plays him more than 15 minutes. And if Kid still keep benching his talent players, I'm done being an MFFL. I don't blame y'all, man. I don't blame everybody. Cause like I said, man, after a while you keep going through the same thing over and over again. It's like you hoping to see changes, and if it don't change, it's like then we're the fools. You know what I mean? For falling for it. So
insanity.
I hear you. Yep, definition of insanity. Teflon said, I guess in Nico we don't trust anymore. Teflon, listen.
Not yet.
Listen. We said this. Nico got to get it right this offseason, man.
Yep.
But if he re-signs Powell, I'm off the train. I'm sorry.
Yep.
I'm off the train. Do not bring Powell back.
Don't need to see anything else, bro.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, just re-sign Powell. If you re-sign Powell, I'm done. Hobbs says, we came from the dark depths of Mazari Jury, Marquise Chris, Willie Cauley Stein, Boban, yep, Moses Wright, and finally got talent in Wood, and now he's gone this offseason. Yep. And remember, he gave up a first-round pick for that guy. You gave a first-round pick. I want you to remember that. You gave it up. Makes no sense. Matthew says, can you guys explain to me how Kid is not fired yet? I'm watching his post-game interview, and he's making excuses. Scenes lost on the. Oh my God, bro. Matthew, do you really expect this guy, man, to hold himself accountable for anything? Game 81 of the season, which he didn't do in the first game of the season when he benched Christian Wood in the very first game of the season when he scored 16 straight points.
Yep. It's probably about last one round. Next one.
This one, the last one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right, man. Matthew says Powell was the most predictable starter in the NBA. Like Kid/Powell disaster duo. Yeah, you're right, Matthew. You are right, man. Trash, bro. But yeah, man, that's gonna probably do it for us, y'all. We almost up to 2 hours, man.
I see you. I see you, RC too. I know about Josh Green, but like I said, I'm right now. I ain't trying to like pump up anybody on this team right now. Like I just want to see improvements. I don't even care what happens.
It's gotta be, and I'm not talking about no 1 or 2 players either, y'all. Like I said, it's gotta be full-fledged improvements on this team, man. Yeah. Across the board, man.
But y'all be giving up on Josh Green too fast. Don't forget, y'all keep comparing him to Desmond Bane and all. Desmond Bane been playing basically since he started.
Yeah.
Like that's something you see what Josh Green got. Like he's not on him. Desmond Bane has had a head start. Like you gotta let Josh play and get to the minutes of Desmond Bane and all that level to start talking about his level and seeing where he is and all. So I don't fall for the RC.
Not only that, somebody pointed this out too. The reason why Memphis is so successful is because along with you putting these players in certain positions, you're developing them at the same time.
Yep.
That's their philosophy in Memphis, while also giving you the playing time. We're instilling this confidence in you while also developing you. So like you said, that's why Desmond Bane is able to do what he was doing because that was instilled in him day one. Remember, when we got Josh Green, we had Rick Carlisle, who's not known for developing. So that's why he's taking a little bit longer to develop. Because the one thing we can give Jason Kidd is he's a developing coach. You know what I'm saying? So he has to take the time to develop Josh Green. So that's why it's different between those two guys.
Hey, Max, you better win in 4. That's all I'm going to say. I see you in here, Max. I'm going to give you 5 minutes of fame. You better win in 4.
Yeah, no, not winning 4. You better win it all.
You better
That
win in 4.
stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
You better win the whole thing. That's all
they
I
got 4
say.
series to win. Win in 4.
Let's see. But yeah, that'll probably do it for us, man. We definitely appreciate everybody rocking with us, man. I know it wasn't a good one tonight. I know everybody kind of ready to see some changes. We are too. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's been a long season, man. It's been a long season. So we're just kind of glad that it's about to finally end, man. So we can hit that reset button, man, and start over and try to go back at it again next year. Hopefully with a whole lot different roster and other things. But yeah. Listen, man, if y'all are into Mav content, guys, please, man, please hit that subscribe button, man, and join the Glow Yard gang here. We're still on our road to our first 1,500. We're almost there, man. It feel like we just got to 1,000, like King said before. We already almost to 1,500, man. We definitely appreciate y'all rocking with us. But yeah, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell, too, after you hit that subscribe button. So that way y'all know when we drop new content. Also, too, guys, hit that like button, everybody. Please hit that like button, y'all, man. We should have a ton of likes in here, man, tonight, man. We definitely would appreciate that, man. That'll also help out a lot, too, man. That'll help build that algorithm up for us, man. So we definitely appreciate y'all doing that. We got our socials, guys. We got our socials down here up under me at Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. But we also are on Reddit, LinkedIn, and on Discord. So I have a link in the description box down below, guys. A link to all of our socials, guys. So go ahead and follow us on all our socials. This will be up in podcast form tonight. Also, man, shout out to the Glow Yard members of the channel, man. We definitely appreciate y'all tonight for the watch party, man. Like I said, I definitely enjoyed it. I know King did too. But we got this one coming up for y'all next week. This watch party. I'm sorry, not watch party. This is gonna be for the Glow Yard members next week. We're gonna have Landon Thomas on next week around 11:30 a.m. guys. He's a Mavs beat writer or reporter for MavsFansForLife.com. So y'all guys know about Landon, man. If you're on Twitter, you definitely know who he is. We're gonna have him on, man, talking about the Mavs. So I really can't wait for that one, man. We had Grant Asif on last weekend. We're gonna have Landon on this coming up weekend. So look forward to that for the Glow Yard members. But if you are not a member of the channel, guys, and you're thinking about joining, go ahead and hit that join button, man, on your screen right there next to subscribe. If you're on your iPhone or on a computer, guys, you have to go to youtube.com and go to our channel page, and then you got to hit join that way. So go ahead and hit that join button, man, if you want to become members of the channel. Let's see, anything else? King, am I missing anything?
You gave most of it, but share, guys. Like you said, on our way to 1,500, so close. Like, it felt like it was so far away before, and we're just interested to get more Mavs fans like yourself, because sometimes it is a task doing these shows, man. It really is. But to get more fans in here and be able to discuss this with the Glow Yard always makes it a better time. So we appreciate y'all for that. Thank y'all.
Yes, sir, man. So with all that being said, guys, we'll be back here on what's today, Friday. We'll be back here Sunday, guys. Last game of the season, man, for the Mavs. So we'll talk to you guys on Sunday. We'll be here, same Mav time, same Mav channel. Of course, you guys know it's your boy Real. Got my boy King. We talk Mavs here on the Glow Mavs YouTube channel. Go Mavs. Still go Mavs, y'all. And we out.